Hello, everyone, and today on the stories of my universe, this one's going to be a little bit more different. So, this is during through an event in the universe where it took all the superheroes to defeat literally Satan. Literally, Satan. But before he was sent back to hell, he released red spores that turned people who had very dark histories and dark past and very angers and things they wanted to settle and turn them into what is now they're called elemental demons. The one you see before you is the elemental demon of water, also aka Jerome. Jerome was actually a very peaceful person and also related to a wealthy family. But the only problem is that his family was also terrible towards him. Because how much they gave, he had money and everything in the world, he didn't want money. He wanted something that you couldn't give and you couldn't buy. That gave him joy, and that was inventing. He enjoyed it grabbing discarded trash of tech and turning them to something brand new. His family saw him as a disgrace and slowly kicked him out of his house. Kicked him out of the house, taking everything from him, his tech, his own inventions, and destroying them right in front of him. Him having complete hatred and resentment for his family. This red spore connected to him, and suddenly his body turned into a rage of water. So mad he ran out of the house all the way into the ocean. Completely in a water form, he was wondering where he must go. That's when he found the sea beast, a realm of dead sea creatures, spirits. They're looking around. They're take a physical form, and well, he became a leader of a cool team called the Elemental Demons. The next one is the Elemental Demon of Fire, also aka Zegret. Zegret is a morally always had a he was always a problem person. Being 30, being a grown man who was always constantly getting into fights, had a lot of anger issues. His angers caught was towards, well, not any family member, but was from life itself. From him, life felt like everything was going to the worst. Every time when something good happened, something bad went to take it away. So he started hating life itself, so much to the point that a red spore did chose him to be the elemental demon of fire. How much he became a part of the elemental demon team after when the water demon found him, he still did whatever he wanted, including causing havoc to the thing this world has tortured him most. This also required him to even destroying his own house. The most destructive person, but he slowly learned how to control that anger. And so he crafted a sword made out of crystals. For then he can learn how to control himself, only harnessing his flames to either his fist or to his sword. Now say hello to the elemental demon of wind. Now, she basically has her only anger problem is literally towards men. And that is it. And for some reason, that gives her enough to be chosen to have the power of the elemental demon. She literally has no other issues. All the elemental demons find this weird and also incredibly annoying. She starts learning how to be respectful after when they fought a villain that basically that also got sick of her freaking attitude. So sick of it that he literally warped reality but almost killed him to turn her into a man. Realizing that females and males basically have some forms of similar issues, and she stopped being sexist towards them. But also her hatred grew to that other person for doing that to her, so it's a 50-50 if this person is a nice person. Her, with her ability of wind, she learned how to control storms and the wind. Well, not really storms, but that was only helped by someone else. She creates weapons and morally makes a wind tornado around her legs for then she can float around. Now this here is the elemental demon of lightning. Now he was actually a well-renowned warrior from Japan, actually, in training. But his own anger and his own dealing is the fact that someone took his favorite spot. Because in this round training, people get choose to become the guardian of a very renowned temple after a few thousand years. This year, he wanted to be him, and he was so certain it was going to be him until someone else came in and took it from him. Having so much hatred, these two people went into a serious fight. So serious that he almost was considering killing him. That anger gave him the power of thunder. It also knocked him unconscious. When he woke up, he was banned from the temple and never to come back. All the elemental demons, they found him and didn't really take pity on him, but also understood because they all did some messed up stuff. He joined in his hatred, even though it was gone. He still stayed as an elemental demon and knew his thunder powers actually help, including with his own thunder spear. He learned to harness his powers with the techniques that he's learned, and learned how to never give in to the anger. That even though you have it, doesn't mean you have to let it control you. Just like all the others that I've learned. Now here's an elemental demon that has literally had 1 day of anger and she got over it. She only got angry because she lost the game, and for some odd reason that turned her into an elemental demon. They're still confused about this, but she basically got so angry to the point she literally grabbed her TV and almost threw it out the window. That turned her into an elemental demon of energy. Since energy is very rare to be around, her body, like all the other elemental demons, they turn it into energy. She just learns how to refine that energy around her body. For then she doesn't use too much of it, using it to fly or shoot laser blast. And now we're to the elemental demon of thunder. Okay, that's better. This elemental demon is pretty much, he was a general. He was in the army. A very noble hero until someone framed him for a crime he didn't do. This kicked him out of the force, and he had immense hatred for it, including to the point he was going to kill himself. When he got his powers, the light part, he turned into light and the bullet went right through him. The elemental demons sensed this, instantaneously started running towards him. Before he could lock into another bullet, fire found him and stopped him. Told him if he wants to be a general so bad, join us. He can. And so with his new weapon, he learned how to protect people, mastering his light abilities to the best of his capabilities. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, because this was really fun. I have to end this TikTok right now, so that means there will be a part 2. I'm always going to be spitballing these, and with the female, I couldn't think of any more of a dark story for her, so sorry for that, but I couldn't think of anything else that could be dark related, so yeah. But I gotta go, so see you guys later. Crimson Thunder, out.